This meeting is being recorded.
So, welcome everyone to Solidity Saturdays, and today we have a guest speaker, Bernard Choo. He's gonna tell us about his project Mix and Match, and basically, it's a new standard for wrapped NFTs, meaning combining many NFTs into um, a single kind of super NFT. And this has many benefits, including reducing transaction time, reducing gas fees, and you'll see a special use case of it with Uniswap LPs. And I think what's cool about this is basically it's a new standard that's about to be proposed by Bernard, and at the same time it's also a very practical application, and it's like a real app that you can play with and that we'll try out in this presentation. So yeah, Bernard, go ahead. Oh,
Hello,
by the way, if anyone has any questions at any point, just ping us in the chat or you can interrupt Bernard. Okay, go ahead.
hello everyone. My name is Bernard. I am from. I'm currently working at EtherCards as a blockchain engineer, and this is me. Yep, and I'm a founder at eBuilders Labs as well. I'm a DeFi enthusiast, and I took part in hackathons such as Global and Code Club hackathons. And I was from NTU, so I've been active in the DeFi and the blockchain space for a while. So nice to meet everyone. So a little bit about myself and the EtherCard ecosystem. EtherCards is an NFT comprises of 10,000 unique NFT. We have a Dust ecosystem tokens and Dust pools to redeem partnerships NFTs. So up and coming, we have self-service platform and a partnership with artists up and coming. So currently we have NFT with trades and enable things such as time and space forges. So currently the overall NFT ecosystem is booming, and we can see that there are lots of arts and utilities, memberships, and artists, singers getting into it. So we categorize them as on-chain NFTs like Uniswap LPs, and everything, and all the values are stored on chains, and some are more retrospects and OG like the cypherpunk, the CryptoPunks and the CryptoKitties, and we have the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So we can see that the most use cases are in the art and gaming, and slowly we venture into media and entertainment. So it's the up and coming for new digital ownership. So over the years, we see a huge increase in the NFT market, and the market is still growing. So I will present to you the application that I built recently. So can everyone see this screen that I'm logging into my MetaMask?
I can see it.
Okay, 1 second. Oh boy. Because I changed my laptop, so I wasn't using Linux, so this is my old laptop. Can you pause a second for this technical difficulties? Yep, thanks. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't know Costin was a testnet that existed. I've
Um,
never heard of it.
it's some network that I tried, but I'm not sure what is going on right now. Yeah, so I have to port I have to import the seed phrase again. Yeah, so 1 second. Um,
Mhm.
I,
This meeting is being recorded.
all right, okay, so let's start over again. So please have some Ether in your testnet wallets, and as we can see, we have to approve the contract. The wrap token to use your NFTs. So currently you have no NFTs in your account yet. All right. So hit to Uniswap and request some faucet Ether. I mean for set testnet tokens. Like this is DAI. So the words approve.
You don't have to do any Twitter things to request funds.
This is my old account. Like I bought it from my Linux. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but it's there's some funds inside. So now I just need to request some testnet rep red if and yep. So now I have to create a new position. Import the address. Hopefully the testnet is not congested today. All right.
Yes. So for those not familiar with Uniswap, basically, it's a marketplace where you can create positions for pairs of tokens, ERC20 tokens, right? And trade them at the price you want. So
Yep.
we'll accept at oh, so I can put 0 as a minimum, I guess so.
Yeah. Currently there's some error with this LP. Yeah. So I will just try to get some. I mean, create some LP. I mean NFTs from this. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're creating liquidity positions on Uniswap, and each LP is actually an NFT. And we're gonna make at least 2 because the whole point of this is to wrap NFTs. So
Yep. So we can see that there's one unique NFT. So and it's supported in the mix and match. And 1 second, it's loading. Yep. So here you go. Yep. This is your NFT. So I create another one. Oh, which one is 1% for the pool, and then another one is 0.3.
so you created 2 LPs with the same pair, just that with a different fee.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think there's some error with 1%, and it works on 0.3. Yeah. So I'm not sure why, but yeah. Okay. Let's do some wrapping. Okay. It's not. It's still pending. Up. Oh, speed it up. Oh, it's done. Okay. All right, we have 2 LP, which is an NFT as well. So you can choose like the symbols that you want it to be your wrap NFT symbols. Yeah, so it's a cool. It supports other type of NFT as well. So you can have ENS, but that's for future development and stuff. So currently, the main focus and purpose is for LPs, uni visual LP. Yes. Okay, I think it's gone. Yep, now it's the wrapped version. So you can see that this ID7 is one NFT, and within this one NFT, you can see there's two positions within here. And you can click on it to check out each individual. And we can make some swaps to have fees within the tokens. Never mind. Yep. Within that, you can see that you can remove one, which is an advanced feature of wrap tokens where you can remove one NFT from the collections. Yeah. This is not included in the EIP, but you can try it out on the mix and match. All right. What should I do now? Never mind. Okay, we can see that there's no fees initially, and it's just an LP. So afterwards, right, we after the transaction is mine, and there will be some fees collected within one of the LP, maybe this 0.3, because it's within the range. Yeah, that's LP. I mean, their fees. Yeah, we can see that there's a shiny purple background that indicates that it's special. Maybe there's some UI error that you round off the decimal place. Yeah. So afterwards we can click like this is optimized if you have a lot of more than two NFTs. So if you click collect fees, the fees will be automatically collect from other LPs. And you can save time and gas by wrapping your uni LP. Yeah, after the transaction, you can see that the fees will be gone. Yeah, you will send to your, send back to the person who initiated the transaction.
So, Bernard, for context, could you tell us what LPs are and also how they generate fees?
Yeah, okay. So LPs are a liquidity position. So currently you're providing liquidity within this range, and the upper end and the lower end with 50% of the wrap token and a wrap ether and DAI tokens. So if there are traders who wants to uh, purchase DAI or purchase wrap ethers, through that transaction you earn a percentage of fees. So the fees will be incurred within your NFT LPs in this position in this section. So you can see that you are providing liquidity and you are taking the risk of the volatilities, like if the market swings another way and you can mix I mean make a profit or make use from it. Yeah, so it's providing your funds to uh, enable tradings in the market. Yep. However, you stomach the
Thank
risk
you.
if things goes sideways, like another direction or out of context.
Yeah, that's why you're rewarded with fees, basically.
Yep. So you can see that after collecting the fees, you can't collect anymore because there are no fees. And this is the transaction. The fee is sent to the user. This is the user that initiated the transaction. Yep, that's about it. And there's another cool feature that I think I should showcase it since we are at this stage already. Yeah, so for example, we have all this liquidity inside, right? That there are in these two NFTs. So if you click on this rug pull button, right, you will remove all your liquidity, and yeah, that's all. Sent to you.
Can I do that in Uniswap as well? Like just
Yeah,
liquidate my position
yeah.
without
I mean,
slippage?
yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, 1 second. Is it, is it? Yeah, there's a button. Okay, never mind. There's a button
There's a
to.
similar function, basically.
Yeah, but you have more control if you are removing your liquidity over at Uniswap's place. Yeah,
Mm,
so I'm so what I did now is I removed one LP, so later on I can try out the way to remove the liquidity in Uniswap. So currently I will rug pull this position, but you can imagine that if you have a lot, you can do it very fast here, like so all will be gone. Yep, we'll check back in a while. Let's go back to our pool. Yep, so this is the one that you're asking to remove. This will cover the slippage. Like you're guaranteed that you'll receive this amount.
cool.
Yeah. But if you want to be fast and you want to be like efficient, like rug pull is one of the options that we offer to remove your liquidity in your LPs. And we can see that it's all sent to the user. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's not this. So yeah, there's some. Yep, got it. That's about it. Anyone would want to try or have any questions up until now?
So one thing you can do with NFTs is you can transfer them, and with a wrapped NFT, you can transfer basically many NFTs in a single transaction. So if anyone has a Rinkeby address, we can transfer you a wrapped NFT now, and you can like disassemble it on this UI. So if you want to drop your Rinkeby address in the chat, we can do that. Otherwise, we can move on with the presentation. Okay, cool. Bernard, I have. Can you see the chat actually?
No. 1 second. Yeah, yeah, okay. I'll send it
I
over.
hate Zoom. So
Right.
that's your. Oh, it has two things in it. Okay, cool. So yes, we'll send it to this address on Rinkeby. Yeah. And so this is just like the standard NFT ERC721 transfer. But the thing is, now that you own this wrapped NFT, you can on Mix and Match. You can go to the Burn tab. Yes, and redeem your NFTs, meaning like break down the wrapped NFT into the original LPs.
Yep.
Cool. Let us know if it works.
Yeah. I just sent some of my funds over. All right, that's about it for the demo. Intong, shall we move on to the? Shall I continue?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, so to sum up, the benefit of using a mix and match is that you can create a personal collections of NFTs. Like for example, other than Uniswap LPs, you can create like a one for ENS, a one for CryptoKitties as well. And the benefit is that you can transfer large quantities instead of one and each per transaction. With this UI, I think it's quite user friendly. And lastly, last two is more targeted towards Uniswap LPs, like collect fees of different liquidity pairs. You don't have to click on one by one and then confirm each transactions. And yeah, remove all liquidity within mix and match token, which is the ultimate rug pull for your funds, and to quickly exit all positions. Yep, so I think the market is it's growing in the Uniswap V3, and they expanded the multi-chain. So it we can use it as a wallet migration. For example, you have 667 LPs. You're gonna transfer like one by one. It's gonna take you a while, and if you can wrap multiples with mix and match, you will cut down your time and make your life more easier. And how it works is just bundling up together as one NFT, and then you just use that one and do whatever you want. And when someone wants to redeem it, they will get back whatever it is, whatever they put in initially. So how do what can the NFT tell you about itself? So the first factor is the random color. This is the first conceptualized version, which is not very artistic. And then the bottom one, we have the token symbol, which is mix and match, and then token ID. For example, the one means the first NFT, and then second subsequently. And the token name is the one that we can choose. For example, you want to name your collections as different ones, but you have to be from the UI and approved preset by the admins. Yeah, so the wrap amount, it's within this mix and match NFT, how many NFTs are wrapped within it. So in the tested and in personal, when I tested out, I managed to wrap up to 50 NFTs in one. Yep.
What happened if you go beyond 50?
Yeah, you run out of gas because there are gas limits within each block. I think yeah. If your NFTs are transferred took up a lot of gas,
Right.
the amount will impact as well. And also, yeah, and sometimes you can't like when you add in too many NFTs and you can't unwrap it, that will have an issue as well.
Oh yeah, that would be not good.
Yeah.
So there's still a gas limit, but it's still cheaper than if I were to do like 50 separate transactions.
Yes, and you have to sign 50 transactions as well. So in our case, if you are sending one type of NFT, you just need like one to approve, another to wrap all together, and then the last one will be sent. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is how it looks like on OpenSea, and it comes with the metadata as well. So it's viewable. You can sell it, but they'll have to click in to see what is within the NFT. Yep. So we can support up to 20 decimal base. So you can it will take a while till the base is filled up. Yep. So this is the latest version, which comes with more cool fonts and background and styling. I don't know. Yep. So how it begins, it's me and Dragos took part in If Global, and then we are excited to hack something out. So we look out to EIP and realize that this EIP is quite cool, and how about we do one just for NFTs? Yeah, and then we slowly make it design and make it happen on with EtherCards, since I'm quite familiar with their NFT structure. So I managed to make it work with the um, internal structure. So let's go on to the EIP, where I bring you through how does the internal structure looks like. Yeah, so in abstract, wrapping multiple NFTs together allows user to perform multiple repetitive action based on one single NFT. For instance, user can transfer ownership of 50 NFT with one transfer transactions. Yeah, that's about it. And the interface for wrap NFT is that this is the events. So the token ID that symbolize the wrap NFT, and who's the user that makes the action, and the addresses of the NFTs and the IDs, and whether it's a wrap action or an unwrap action. So here we have the wrap and the record of owner, which is to inspect what's the index of each NFT within these wrap NFTs. Yeah. So this function is to unwrap. So it comprises 3 functions and 1 event. So it's pretty simple structure. It just comes with like a wrap and unwrap event and one to inspect. Yeah. So this is the simple version of wrap NFT. So the whole contract is an NFT contract and also an NFT holder contract. Yeah, so this is where the ERC 721 holder comes in, and we have a record to record like the index of each NFT. Yeah, and we have our own balance, means how many how many NFTs are within the wrap. And yep, yeah, so the internal function will be taking the count for the new NFTs and increasing the count so we can know the next ID. And subsequently, now we are transferring and then logging, keeping the record of the internals NFTs, and update the balance. For example, you are transferring 3 and the balance will be 3. Yep. And then we'll min the user, the MAM NFT. So this is to inspect what each index. So for example, you have 3 NFT, within one. So you change the index 0, 1, 2 to see each address and IDs. So when you unwrap, you just need to put in the token ID. For example, it's number 4, and it comprises of 3 NFTs. You will return 3 NFT back. Yep, that's all. And yep, it's quite simple and straightforward. Just like wrap ethers, whatever you wrap, just return what. It's just one-to-one return. Yeah, but in this case, it's one to multiple and multiple to one. That sums up my presentation.
Cool. Yeah, I'm still looking at your code, but yeah, it makes sense. I think that's all we have. And if anyone has any questions, you can ask them. If not, I'm good to just end this presentation here.
Thank you for having me here, and sorry for the technical difficulties. I thought it was on Google Meet.
I know. I know the Google invitation is always confusing. But this EIP that you have, it's like right now you've not made a draft yet, right? Could you walk us through like what's an EIP and how would I, how would I submit an EIP if I wanted to?
Yeah. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, so there are these templates online for the EIP. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so I think you have to fill up this draft with your own ideas and motivations, details in. Sometimes some columns are not really necessary, but it depends on authors, and you have to create a issue and go through your own vetting and drafting. So currently I have not submit the draft yet. So this is just like a basic draft that I'm still working on, maybe adding more details. Yep. You're subject to approval, I guess, on GitHub for discussion.
Yeah, definitely. Like ERC 721 itself was an EIP, and ERC 20 was also an EIP. And yeah, EIPs cover all kinds of standards, transaction formats, just specifying the protocol by which the users and developers of Ethereum like will basically will accept as standard. And if everyone agrees to this set of standards, then we can have cool functionalities. Like for example, on EtherScan, when you deploy an ERC20, they'll automatically be able to track your token and analyze it. So another question I had, and I asked you this yesterday. So if we go back to your source code on the EIP draft, and we go and look at the unwrap function, right? So the first thing you do is require that the message sender require message sender. Oh, okay. So only the person who owns this token can try to unwrap it. No, that's
Yes.
not what I was looking for. I was trying to ask the question that I asked yesterday, which is it possible to wrap a few wrapped NFTs? So like nested wrapping. And if not, why not?
Yeah,
And
I
and also, is that something you want to specify in your EIP actually, now that I think about it?
I think it's possible to wrap NFT, yeah, on the EIP. I didn't specify it because it's how do I say it? I don't want to limit the limitation. I mean, you can create a wrap NFT, but it's not for me if I'm doing the mix and match. So I didn't include it in mix and match, and I didn't include the whether to wrap NFT, but it's possible. Yep, in this implementation.
So why
Yeah.
did you choose to not do it?
Yeah. I mean, you mean this implementation? You mean this EIP or mix and match? In
Mix
mix and
and
match,
match.
yeah, in mix and match, it's not included. It's because I feel that we need uh, the how do I say it? It's you have to I'm not sure why, but,
Is it security reasons or efficiency reasons or to reduce complexity?
oh yeah, one of the reason why I didn't allow mix and match to wrap again the own NFTs is that to prevent the NFT being locked within one the protocol, because if I make some changes in the transfer function so that you cannot transfer to the contract itself to prevent lockup of the NFT. For example, you transfer ERC to the token contract itself. So that's one of the reasons, to reduce complexity and prevent loss of funds and loss of wrap NFTs. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna rabbit hole this. No, I'm gonna ask you this offline.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. If are there any other questions or even comments? If not, then I think we can call it. Akshara, are we good? Okay. Yep, she says. All right. Well, thank you, Bernard, for joining us, and thank you all for coming this Saturday. And yeah, we'll see you next Saturday or the next. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye bye.